You're not in love with them. They're just your addiction. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't do drugs. I don't do alcohol. I don't have any addictions. Yeah, I know you don't have the typical addictions, but what you do have is an addiction to a toxic, abusive partner. The same chemical reaction that's happening in the brain of the drug addict or the alcoholic or the sex addict or the gambler, it's the same thing that's happening in your brain when you're feeling all of the highs of the love and then the lows of the discard and devalue. So when you're feeling loved for a day, a week, or a couple months, and then the switch flips and you start being discarded, you start being criticized, you start being shamed and belittled and discarded and devalued, or you even get the silent treatment or just ghosted, these are the highs and lows that you are experiencing. So the same dopamine highs that a drug addict or an alcoholic or a sex addict or a gambler feels when they're winning or when they're getting their hit, and then the subsequent cortisol, stress, and anxiety that they get when they come down is the same thing you're feeling when you're being loved and then discarded. Then when you break up, you feel the same dopamine withdrawals that an addict does. You start to obsess about the good times when things were great. Those were the times that you were actually getting the dopamine that you're craving. So just like the addict goes back to his drug, or the alcoholic goes back to his booze, or the gambler goes back to the casino, you're going to go back to your toxic abuser just so you can feel that hit, that dopamine hit that you once felt with them. You start to reason and justify and make excuses for their bad behavior as if it wasn't that big a deal, just so you can talk yourself into heading back and getting that dopamine hit that you got from them prior to. And this cycle right here is where the addiction begins. You go back and everything's great, just like it was in the beginning the first time, or second time, or third time. So you convince yourself that this is the time we're gonna make it work this time around. Only the whole cycle is now starting itself over again. You will soon be discarded, devalued, belittled, criticized, ignored, and just let go again because you're not living up to their standards. This is why detoxing from a toxic addictive relationship is very similar to detoxing from alcohol or drugs or gambling or any of the other vices. So if you need help overcoming your relationship addiction, I'd be more than happy to walk through this journey with you. Click the link in my bio, the Stand Store. You can reach me there. You can email me. You can even DM me if you want, if you have questions. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you.